11 minutes gone past the 4 o'clock hour. Welcoming you to Global Review. Every Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. we talk about every other country other than Nigeria. We go beyond the borders and bring you stories, political stories from different parts of the world. Today, we're doing a quick stop just by our neighbors here in Niger. I mean, if I were to just take a little walk down the road, I'm sure I'll count at least 10 people from Niger who are in Lagos right now. But then we're not doing it in Lagos, we're going to Niger. Now, the Nigerian government has decided to adopt Hausa as national language, replacing French. Now, for those of us who do not know, Niger Republic at some point decided that they were sick of the leader. They protested and ousted the leader, and the junta took over. Now that junta has been taking different steps, including deciding to leave the African Union and ECOWAS, and that's mostly ECOWAS, I beg your pardon, and that's because they have their own reasons. Also, one of the things that Niger, Senegal, and I think Mali are saying is that they want to shed the power of neo-colonialism over them. And we've seen them make certain moves that have proven so. Well, according to the Vanguard newspaper, Niger's junta has adopted Hausa as the national language in place of French, in a further break from Paris as its colonial masters. Since overthrowing civilian President Mohamed Bazoum in July of 2023, Niger's military rulers have severed relations with France, kicking out French soldiers and renaming streets and monuments that bore French names. The national language is Hausa, and the working languages are English and French, said a new charter published in a special edition of the Official Journal on March 31. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, not Senegal, Burkina Faso, I was trying to remember, yes. All former French colonies, now ruled by juntas, have quit the organization, International de la Francophonie, the OIF, a post-colonial entity that resembles the Commonwealth. Hausa is the most widely spoken language in the country of 26 million, particularly the central southern regions of Zinder, Maradi, and Tahua in the west. About 13% of the population speaks French, or just over 3 million people. 9 other languages, including Zarma, Songhai, Fula, Kanuri, Gomanche, and Arabic, now have become spoken languages of Niger, said the charter. The new charter was the outcome of a national conference in February, which strengthened the ruling junta by authorizing junta leader General Abdurrahman Tiani to remain in power for the next 5 years. Now, the reason why my guest is not here, but I want to have a banter with you guys first. I had questions, a lot of questions, to ask on this particular issue. And this is not just, you can see what's happening in Senegal. Has a president who's also, is a democratically elected president who's also beginning to sever ties from France. And we all know this is not hidden news. This is not brand new. Francophone countries are somewhat, like I said, shedding neo-colonialism, even after they had been colonized. And I see what the Punch newspaper did there was comparing the OIF with the Commonwealth, shading some parts of West Africa and even South Africa for still being part of the Commonwealth. Anyway, I had questions that I had put down, on this issue of Niger Republic, which I want to ask you so we can all be part of the conversation. Now, I remember when the junta took over, we talked about it widely on our station and, called for your contributions. But today, let's talk about the Hausa language that is now become their national language. Now in Nigeria we have 3 national languages. In fact, our L1 is English. English is our national spoken language. But then we have 3 so we have 3 different major tribes, and the major languages of those tribes are Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. That's a debate too, that there are people who would tell you that who made these tribes the major tribes. Why? But then that's not it. We all agreed that these are the 3 major languages. But then our L1, what I call an L1, is the first language, is English. In other words, that is the nationally accepted language to be spoken in Nigeria. Of course, French used to be the national language, even though only 13% of the people in Niger spoke French. But today, Hausa has overtaken, and that is a deliberate attempt by the Niger government to oust everything that has to do with French. But then don't forget that there's still people who still speak French. There's still a percentage of people who will continue to speak French. But where I'm going with this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, join me, is now that Niger has decided to take Hausa, and then they've renamed their streets, they've done a lot of things to erase, French or the hold of France on them. Should the whole world, especially the Francophone countries on the African continent, be borrowing a leaf from Niger? How long can this hold for? Don't forget, they voted again for the junta leader to stay for another 5 years. Will more changes take place in those 5 years? Now, don't forget that the ECOWAS had some apprehension towards, the military juntas taking over in several parts of the country, saying that this is against the idea of democracy. But then it seems like the people in these countries have a different perspective and an idea as to how they want their country to be run. Even though in Nigeria we also have some sort of junta in River State, whether we like it or not. But the conversation here is, what message is this sending to other African countries who still have a hold of sorts of Western powers, especially Francophone countries, and I think Niger, Chad, Mali, Senegal. I'm going to try to get all the French-speaking colonies seem to be rebelling. But with the things that have been done in Niger, does this signal that maybe the revolution and the turning around of Africa? Because you see, I remember that saying that, if Nigeria changes, Africa will change. But it looks like maybe we're not the ones who might be leading that revolution of change and Africa coming into its own. Don't forget also, if another French-speaking country, which is the DRC, is going through the motions and with fingers pointed at the United States and the United Kingdom, but then of course being used allegedly, in fact it has been proven, by the way, because the EU Parliament had somewhat recognized the fact that Rwanda had a hand with the R23 rebels. So if they're saying that, look, the problems that we have in our country is spearheaded by the West, and they're all beginning to say, we don't want you here. It's time for us to take our own, destinies into our hands. Could the revolution begin in Niger? It's tiny. It's got about 25 million people in it. Not as big as Nigeria, not as big as South Africa, not as big as Kenya. But could the turnaround for Africa begin in tiny Niger? Or maybe I'm a bit too optimistic and I'm trying to, create something that's not available. But if the Nigerians are able to break free from neocolonialism, what's stopping the rest of the world? Let's talk. Our phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. For the ladies, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation on Facebook, YouTube. You could also be part of the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 080-959-75805. Do you agree with what's happening in Niger? Does this point to some sort of revolution that will change the cause for Africa? Because there are those who are saying, with all the leaders who are sat at the African Union table or the EU table, the ECOWAS table, it's the same of same. There might just not be any turnaround anytime soon because it's a case, allegedly, of pots calling kettle black. But what is happening in Francophone countries like Niger? Does it signal a turnaround for Africa? Hello. Welcome to Global Review.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good evening. What's your name?
Maryann.
Where are you calling from?
Yeah. Oh, good evening. My name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from Bejuleki.
Go ahead.
Okay, want to really go straight to the point. You see, I think what the Francophone countries are really doing is a signal that we can actually do the same thing and become better. Until you liberate yourself, until you come to the realization that you've been under a bondage and decide to liberate yourself through, you continue to remain there. It is actually very ironical that Nigeria, which is supposed to be the lead in Africa to show the others the way to go, is not actually doing anything. And we see these small countries, okay, Francophone countries, okay, look at Burkina Faso too. They are really doing well. And the moment we realize that it is high time we prioritize our own oppressive tendency, then we cannot really liberate ourselves. Mm-hmm. So I think this is a revolution in style. Yeah, it's a revolution in style. I believe that we can make headway.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. For those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about Niger. Niger has recently adopted Hausa as their national language. And not just that, they're trying to eliminate everything French and have somewhat parted ways, I beg your pardon, with France. And they're doing everything in their power to assert their dominance of sorts, that we, the Nigerian people, we, the Mali people, we, the Burkina Faso people, we can stand on our feet, and we do not need France because we think that France has been plundering us and it's enough. We want to be our own people and give our people the best. But the rest of the world has adopted democracy and government of the people, by the people, for the people, is frowning at these countries. In fact, don't forget, 3 of these countries have left ECOWAS and have no intention to return. And that's because of several issues that they have raised, best known to them anyway. And there are some of those issues that some people would agree with, and there are those that... But then many have said, I remember when this first happened, I spoke with Mondo Bani, and he did say that the people rejoicing and clapping for a military junta does not necessarily ever end well. And he was speaking from the Nigerian experience, as we have had several coups and a long military administration. Most of those people have taken off their khakis and they're wearing agbadas and filas. But have they changed? And he was also saying that in the case of these other Francophone countries who have now embraced military junta, they might set off with maybe the best of plans for the people of these countries, but will it end well? But with all of the things that we've seen play out, especially with the most recent being that Hausa has been declared the national language, is there a possibility that the revolution and the change, the turnaround that Africa does need would come from these tiny Francophone countries?
More news and information.
We'll be right back
coming
after
up.
the break.
We'll be back. Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Life is always full of wahala, but there is music, passion, feelings, and good vibes. Take a ride with InDrive app to get there on your own terms. You decide what your life will be full of and choose a fair price for this ride. InDrive. The InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indrive.com.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
What is the square root of pi by 4?
4.0.
Wow, that's my girl. The Cowbellpedia Mega Minds is here. Don't miss a single moment of the action in the Cowbellpedia Mega Minds 2025 edition.
Over the 14 weeks, viewers also stand a chance to win prizes when they participate from home.
Tune in to Cowbellpedia Mega Minds on Africa Magic or visit our website at cowbellpedia.tv to learn more.
Terms and conditions apply. Cowbell. So good, so smart.
We see you. Mr. As my guy don't win. Please say don't ginger. No dollar. With the Jolly Just Call welcome offer, BetKing is giving you 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million Naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 Naira instant bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
It's the greatest for me. Hunger makes your cooking fun. Happiness, we go fill your belly. Enjoy the taste and aroma daily.
Hunger for great taste and aroma.
What can your bank do for you?
Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you?
Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Attention, travelers. Pack your bags. ValueJet now flies from Lagos to Owerri and Owerri to Lagos twice a week. Enjoy a great mix of modern convenience, affordable fares, and hassle-free travel on every flight. Whatever your reason for travel, ValueJet gets you there in style and comfort. To book your flights, visit our website at www.flyvaluejet.com or download our mobile app on Google Play Store or App Store.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It gon' rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
Are you a business owner? Are you concerned about the identity of your staff, permanent, contract, or domestic? Look no further. Alphageric HR Partners automate your HR process with your security in mind by affording you seamless verification of your employee details. With Alphageric HR Partners, you can effectively onboard, profile, document, recruit, and manage employees. No paperwork. Store and access staff records instantly. Automate payroll and leave applications.
Our verification portal enhances your security, guarantors verification, address verification, academic verification, criminal history, previous employer verification, and many more, all from the comfort of your device. Why not subscribe with us today and keep your business and family protected? For inquiries, visit www.afrogerichrpartners.com.ng or call 0815-934-9738. Think security. Think Afrogeric HR.
Now so I did on my own. Now a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click Fiam. Now so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. If to say na Airtel you they use, them for first alert you before you click Airtel they identify spammers. Then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you know for Mugu for Wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me self they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Iboku abi no boku. Iboku abi no boku. Things cost. But you don't check for boku. Quality, it day. Prices way better pass inside market nko, it day. So, whether na groceries or abi na food items, check boku first.
Oya, halele go boku mat now. Highest, na 5 minutes waka. Make yourself cruise on this boku enjoyment. For better weekly deals, follow at boku mat. Join o.
Iboku abi no boku. Iboku.
Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Join us as we celebrate 10 years of empowering futures. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur or a hardworking professional, we are here to support you every step of the way with our expert guidance and tailored financial solutions. The horizon is yours to explore. Join us today and start your journey to a brighter future. For more information, you can visit us at any of our branches close to you. DDMFB, Empowering Futures.
The question is not why South Africa. The real question is how you South Africa. How you'll come across 1,000 tongues that all speak in one voice. Welcome. How you can wake up with one foot firmly planted in the Indian Ocean and the other in the Atlantic Ocean. How diamonds and couture are but a stone's throw away from the safari. How your tongue will visit 1 million destinations on one plate. How your feet will sway in djembe, your torso in amapiano, and your mind in bliss. How crystal clear rivers flow in the day, and crystal flows in the night. Whoa. We know this because this is how we South Africa every single day. And this is why we invite you to South Africa with us. So come see, touch, taste, and feel South Africa. Come journey with us. Visit www.southafrica.net and see for yourself.
Mr. As my guy don't win, me say don't ginger. No dollar. With the jolly just come welcome offer. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FreeBets to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
I suppose she locate, but I go buy Belgium.
Yes, so my business people, your golden opportunity don't land to Brekete. Alhaji Latifat Olufunke Bajabiamila Ultra Modern Market don't open for allowance in Lagos. And guess what? Shops they for sale. With the help of one correct Ogbonge real estate company, Surulere local government, they give you chance to get your own shop. No more landlord wahala. 5% discount day. Pay just 20% first. Then balance the remaining small for 12 months. Oh yeah, choose your shop. Now small shop you want, 3.3 square meters. Now 5.5 million naira. Standard shop, ground floor, 15 square meters, 16.5 million naira. First floor, 15 square meters, 11 million naira. Second floor, 15 square meters, 8.8 million naira. And many more follow. Oya for more information, call M.I. Okoro and Associate for 0803-847-8435, 0808-434-3631 or 0818-412-0415. No door yourself. Grab your own shop today.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
What's this quick? Wikipedia Megaminds is here. Don't miss no moments of the action. Wikipedia Megaminds.
18 weeks. Viewers also stand a chance to
your mind to learn more.
Conditions apply. Cowbell. So good, so smart.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
See, start chasing all the bags. Come and secure another bag with the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer. BetKing is giving 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million Naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
From Washington to Beijing, Moscow to Abuja, London to Kigali, the world is shifting fast. Elections are shaping destinies, wars are redrawing borders, economies are rising and falling, and global alliances are being tested like never before. But what does it all mean for you?
With a new administration and a new president in the White House trying to put an end to the war.
I didn't know the historical context, what the state of Israel means for them.
Join the fearless Ireti Bakare Yusuf on Borderlines every Friday at 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info 99.3. As she dissects the biggest global events and their impact on world peace.
Those who are not familiar with Israel or the war itself would not know much about the group. Breaking the silence.
No spin, no propaganda, just deep insights and fearless conversations on the geopolitics shaping our world.
People who will call and start telling you about the Bible prophecy about America and everything. See, America is not in the Bible. There's some people who just share the ideology of, yes, we and these people, we are equal, but they can't speak up.
Borderlines on Nigeria Info every Friday at 4 p.m. The world is changing. Don't just watch, understand it. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
This is Hot Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze.
Welcome back from the break. It's still Global Review, and we're looking at Niger Republic and their very bold move to adopt Hausa as their national language, replacing French. And this is not the first in a series of things that they've done in further distancing themselves, breaking from Paris and France. But I have questions, and I'm asking about what they're doing and what you think about it. All the moves that have been made. Be it as may that, lots of people don't agree with the fact that it's a junta that's running the country. Because maybe, again, most of these analysts who are talking from experience, for example, the Nigerian experience, and they're saying it never really does end well. But with all that's been happening, I think you've seen what's his name? Is it Traore? That's his name? The one that's in, is it Mali? All the steps that they're taking, does it point to the fact that maybe the world or Africa is not going to be waiting on Nigeria, because it looks like Nigeria is running around in circles in terms of, changing the narrative for the African continent? Could little Niger or Mali or maybe Burkina Faso be the ones who would signal that radical change and turnaround for the African continent. Could we begin to look to these smaller countries? Well, let's keep the conversation going. The phone lines are open, and we're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're looking at this issue of Niger and, of course, changing the narrative for not just their country, but maybe the African continent. And somebody sent me a message on Facebook asking those who are listening from outside in diaspora, if you're listening, you could join us on Skype or Nigeria Info FM, or better still, post your comments and your thoughts on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube or on X. That's Nigeria Info. Go ahead and join the conversation. Hello.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon. One more.
Yes.
Quick one. You said there are 25 million population, right?
Yep.
And we are 200 and something million. We are 65. We are still crawling. When I say this, our population is not helping matters. People thought I'm joking. Those are leaders that have conscience, that have their people in mind. I have a Nigerian in my street there who sells something, Aboki. If not that the guy told me he's from Niger, I won't believe it. Hausa. So I don't blame them. These are people who want something good for their people. But all these are leaders deceiving themselves, thought they are deceiving me. Maybe you threaten them, I give you 7 days to return back to democracy. Today, look at where they find themselves. Nigeria is still there crawling. It's where we all are in for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. We're still taking your thoughts and your comments. Let me quickly just read some WhatsApp messages. I'm going to come back to the phone line 0201-277-0993 for the men only. The ladies 0201-465-7190. But let me read some messages, okay? Just let me crave your indulgence and quickly do that. Yes, thank you. I did remember to add Burkina Faso. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Someone here says, there's interference on your station by another radio station. Please ask the engineers to resolve this. It's a big mess. Oh dear. We apologize. We're going to try everything in our powers. I think our engineers can hear me, and they will do everything in their power to make sure that you have a good experience. Tunde from Alakbare says, good afternoon. I support the West African countries that are doing away with everything France. France is milking them dry. ECOWAS is a waste of time. France has a stake in ECOWAS. I know no waiting Nigeria still they do for ECOWAS. Nigeria actually leads the ECOWAS, just so you know. This one says, my name is Mawutin from Ikoyi. I like what's going on in the AES countries, especially Burkina Faso. Africa has been plundered for too long. I'm in support of Niger changing its official language from French to Hausa. They can still teach French in school, but it should be optional. We should also stop the nonsense of calling our language vernacular. You've got a point, don't you? There's a saying that you do not throw away the baby with the bathwater. If you discourage the speaking of French, people will stop learning it, and you will be unable to communicate with the outside world. This is a setback. Since Hausa is only spoken in 2 countries, in Nigeria, that's not true. We have Hausas in Sierra Leone. We have Hausas in Ghana. I have a very good friend. Shout out to her. She's a very gorgeous young lady. Ria Abdul. I'm sure you see her on TV. She's like a red carpet sensation. You think she's Nigerian, but she's Ghanaian, and she's from the Hausa-speaking part of Ghana. So it's not just spoken in 2 countries. She says in Nigeria, without English, Maryann would not be able to communicate with Sheriff. In fact, Nigerian food would not exist. Let's promote what unites us instead of grandstanding. Okay, Okwe. I mean, you do have your own points. You have your own opinion. We cannot quarrel with that, right? Andose here says, African countries are a collection of nationalities, and the only way for these various nationalities to communicate with themselves is the use of English, French, and Portuguese, except Swahili in East Africa. Hausa has always been a lingua franca in Niger, spoken as a second language by non-native speakers of Hausa. It is difficult to do away with French or English in countries with 50 to 100 or more ethnic groups, says Andose. Interesting point. This one here is from... this one says, your station is having interference. Oh my goodness. Please, engineers, can you help us? People are saying that they can't listen to Nigeria Info without the interference. Please help us out here, guys, please. This one's from Greenish. He says, has Niger ever, I'm sure you mean gotten better under the junta leaders? Nigerians are sentimental who don't know what's going on outside Nigeria. Let's also dump English language that's hard to speak. Make we adopt Pidgin. Pidgin is also a put together of English, yeah, and a mix of our languages. Ayo here says people are running from France who plundered Africa, but Nigeria is running there. I like what Niger is doing, but they still need to communicate with one another. With other world people, French is needed. I'm coming back to the phone line, so let's go. 0201-277-0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, hello, Maryann.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Bala speaking from Niger.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please, I would like to foresee this because I know maybe some people in Nigeria, maybe some lawyers wouldn't be, okay with all these juntas, and they will have one or two things to say against them. But I've been watching these people, especially the Burkina Faso guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think their people want them, and they are not even ruling like a military person. They are so close to their people. The other day I watched this Traore guy from Burkina Faso. He wants to go to prayer ground, and their people were trying to drive away people so that he can go to the front. And he told them, no, he's late. He has to pray from the back there. Then I don't think they're behaving like a military. Don't let us just be seeing a military rule as. I think it has to do with individual mindset about their people. It doesn't have to be. Look at what we are going through here now in democracy. Is it not worse than military, this thing? So I don't think it's all about military or democracy. It's about personality that really want to lead these people. And these people, their people want them. They are not ruling them like a military, like we talk about military in Nigeria here. I really love the way they are doing. They are passionate about their country. And that is the way I want us to go. It's not all about democracy or military rule.
Okay. So it's about having your people at heart. And I guess that, like I said, when I had Monday Bani, senior advocate of Nigeria, on my show, during the rapid fire of juntas taking over in Francophone Africa, he did mention the fact that as much as the people seem to be jubilating, he had fears as to the end game. And he was speaking from a place of experiencing juntas in Nigeria. One of them wrote a book recently and apologized in a way and still passed the buck. So maybe it's not about juntas, it's about the Nigerian person who holds power. Maybe it's not about military in general. It's about the people who make up that space. Maybe Nigerians don't like Nigerians. I don't know, because I'm thinking about it. If a junta in another country is saying, hey, we're banning religion because religion is giving us problems, we're all just going to see ourselves as people. We're not going to start talking to you because you are Christian or you're Muslim or you are Baha'i. No. And another guy is saying, well, look, all of these streets that were named after our colonial rulers, we remove it and put our own names. And from now on, everything we do is to better the lot of our people. Whether it be military or civilian in this country, which of our leaders have really prioritized us and, our progress? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're in a noisy place. Sunday, yeah, by the road, though, it's noisy.
Very noisy. I was on the way to Ikodu. That's why.
Okay.
Are you
I can hear you. Go ahead quickly. Yes.
You know what? I think what is happening in Burkina Faso is comedy. When Thomas Sankara was introducing the French colonization is very, very critical. African leaders by that time they thought that he was just be lying against the colonial master. Look at what is going on. From office that I believe that Burkina Faso will move forward in Africa. It was even the one that introduced the Africa should bring the new money. Look at what is going on now. That is the normalcy of today. As the Traore came, and he's continuing from where the Thomas Sankara dropped the development of Burkina Faso. So this is what we are. This is what we want. Let them ban the colonization of French in this West Africa. Maybe Africa will move forward. That's my submission. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Tunde from Itere, thank you very much for calling. I made a promise and I want to keep it, and I know that's why Kemi is back in the studio. So I got this letter. I have just 3 minutes on the clock. I'm going to rush. His name is Peter Adewoyi, and he sent us this from Ikeja. He says, and I quote, "Hi, Maryann." He didn't spell my name right. He called me Maryann. "Please do find this note as important as you are. I could have used other logistic courier services. I used post office because you interviewed the DG from Abuja via Zoom." Accurate. He now said, "More so," English. "She, the DG, has paid a visit to Lagos State Governor recently. I do not like much public view lifestyle. I want to come to your place for at least 2 weeks, depending on your view of that." At least 2 weeks. Not 1 day. 2 weeks. Kemi's looking at me. Depending on my view of that. Then he goes on to say, "There's a lot to talk about, which is a private conversation." Okay. "The visit to me should be between March 7th, 2025, which is from the weekend. Before then, we can be communicating through SMS. And please, you will loan me 50,000 naira. I have some things I need to sort out." "All this," he says, "depends on your consent. I mean, if you consent to that." And he puts his cell phone number and sends me his OPay account. You see? OPay. And then he says, any more information could reach through LIRS, NIMC, NIPOST, and Ghana High Commission. Thanking you in anticipation. Yours sincerely, Peter. And then he signs his signature, and it's 20th February 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, he actually couriered it through NIPOST, and the reception got it. I've just not had the time to read it. Yeah, I read it. Peter, it's the audacity for me. Kemi's in shock. I'll let Joyce do the analysis, but for now, I've kept my promise, and I wanna, I wanna let you know that on the.
he has fine handwriting.
Oh no, beautiful handwriting.
At least we'll give him that one. But what's in the manner of?
Maybe Joyce has space for somebody to stay for 2 weeks and can loan him 50K.
On a consent.
On the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to be joined by a former member of the House of Representatives representing Taraba. He will be joining us, a former BBC journalist, one who's very assertive. He's going to be joining us as we talk about the terrorist related killings across the country. You do not want to miss it on the other side of the clock. My name is Maryann Okon. This is Hard Facts. We'll be right back after these messages.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact, whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.